Welcome to Biz Jet TV. My name is Fabrizio Poli. Today we're going to be talking about 3 reasons you need to start chartering private jets in the climate today with what's going on with the coronavirus. A lot of airlines have stopped flying. The private jets are still flying. You can still get in and out to certain countries. You can still fly domestically in the US. So today we're going to be talking about how to get your feet wet with private jets by starting to charter, and what are the 3 main reasons why you should start to do this. So if you haven't already subscribed to Biz Jet TV, I encourage you to subscribe. Let's get straight into the 3 reasons why you should start chartering private jets. Off we go. So I know what's going through your mind right now with the travel situation. Lots of airlines have cancelled their flights. Your business, maybe for business reasons, you do need to travel. You're not quite sure what to do. You start to look into this whole private jet thing. You're not quite ready with $20 million to buy a jet. You don't know about leasing, spending $4 or $5 million a year to lease a plane. I'm not quite ready for that. Or maybe you're not quite sure which airplane you need. You don't know where you're going to expand yet. But you can probably start to see the benefit of having, chartering a jet for a flight. And that is a good way to get your feet wet. So what are the 3 main reasons why you should start chartering to get your feet wet and get to understand how private aviation works? Now, the first reason is you'll be leaving from secondary airports from business jet terminals. So you'll be able to avoid all the crowds. You're also going to be flying with your team or with your family. So it's just people that you know that are going to be on the aircraft. So that's the first reason why you should start chartering private jets. The second reason is you just pay for your charter flight. So unlike when you buy a plane where you've got to pay all the fixed costs plus the operating costs, or when you lease an airplane, you're not paying to buy the aircraft, but you're going to be paying a leasing rate every month plus all the rest on top. With a private jet charter flight, you just pay for that charter. So let's say you're sitting in LA and you know to go to Salt Lake City or New York, wherever it may be. You pay for that flight. You take the airplane for a day or 2 days, whatever it may be, and with your team of 4 or 5 or your family members, and off you go. And you pay for that flight. Once that flight is over, that's it. I had a client of mine that charters from time to time between the East Coast US and London, and they call me up once every couple of months and they do a flight, and sometimes it's not even once every couple of months. They're probably about 5 charters a year, so they're not ready to buy yet, but they're getting their feet wet, and that's the whole idea is with the charters, is to get your feet wet. The third reason is of course, to get your feet wet. Exactly. So you can experience what it's like to come up to a private jet terminal, park your car outside, get on the airplane and in the air in 15 minutes. What it's like if your meeting is running a bit late, to be able to call the pilot and say, can we leave in an hour's time instead of in 5 minutes? Have whatever food you want on board. Carry an extra person last minute if you want to. These are all things that you can do with the private jet. You can land at secondary airport, which is maybe closer to your meeting. So these are all the reasons. And so if you charter, you'll start to experience these benefits of private jet travel. And then you can start adding up, okay, this is how much it costs me. What would happen if I owned the airplane, or if I leased the plane for 12 months, which is like almost owning it. So you have that airplane available 24/7. So it is a good idea to start chartering. If you've never experienced private jet travel before you get into a lease or to buy an airplane, you may want to do a few charters. Try a few different airplanes as well. It's another reason where to charter. If you're not sure which airplane to buy, go out your next few flights for the next month and charter 2 or 3 different jets. Maybe if you're doing a flight from, Los Angeles to London, you fly one jet. If you're doing Los Angeles to Dallas, you'll charter a different jet. Charter different jets, see what they're like, see which ones you prefer. Seeing a jet on the ground is one thing, experiencing up in the air is different. You'll see how much noise there is in the cabin, if you like it and that. So those are kind of the reasons why you should experiment with chartering. Now, I do offer charter services, so you can contact me. I do have a number of trusted charter companies that I work with worldwide. So no matter where you are, whether you're in Japan, Thailand, Saudi Arabia, Los Angeles, Dallas, London, Milan, I can help you with charters. You just need to ping me an email. We'll get on the phone. find out where you need to go, what you need to do, and I'll set you up and get you flying. So it's always a good idea to have a trusted broker, and in my case I can do charters, I can sell you aircraft, I can also manage aircraft for you, I can lease aircraft out, so I can be your trusted aviation advisor all the way along, from the very first charter all the way up to aircraft ownership and management. So you know, and try and understand your needs and make sure that you make the right decision for you. So it's a process, and the way to start this process, a very good way of doing it, is to start with chartering. So ping your comments below, let me know what you think. Have you chartered? Are you chartering? Are you thinking of chartering? Do you think this is a good idea? Let me know. Let's get the conversation flowing here. If you haven't subscribed to Biz Jet TV, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. And if you haven't checked the other videos that we have on here, all about private jet ownership, the different types of jets, you can click on this playlist here about the different jets, and also click on this video here about the airplanes below $10 million that you can buy. I'm sure you'll enjoy that one. And that's all from Fabrizio Poli on Biz Jet TV, and I'll see you on the next one.